For gamers, by gamers, reads the inscription inside Razer's most high-profile release, the Viper Mini Signature Edition. And they aren't lying. This is definitely an enthusiast-level product, and the polarizing answer to the often-asked question, where is the wireless Razer Viper Mini? Your gaming masterpiece awaits. The Razer Signature Collection is a project born from our obsession, one that dares to answer the question, what lies beyond the best? Well, it's here, and it's made of magnesium, and it's the first wireless mouse to support an 8 kHz polling rate for ultra-smooth movements and extremely low click latency, living up to the claim that it's for gamers. Hi, I'm Matt from RTINGS.com. In case it isn't obvious, we're reviewing the Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition, the newest release in Razer's flagship Viper lineup. We'll check out its design and, of course, its performance, and we'll also look at some of the standout items that come with this. So, let's jump into it. By design, the Signature Edition is basically identical in size and shape to the Viper Mini of yesteryear. Of course, the most notable difference is in the mouse's body composition. Rather than a solid black plastic body, the Signature Edition takes a page from the Final Mouse playbook and uses a magnesium alloy shell, complete with CNC cutouts to further lighten the mouse to an ultralight 48.3 grams. The cutouts give the mouse's shell a skeletal appearance, forming an exoskeleton around the internal components. To combat dust, the mouse comes with a small Razer-branded microfiber cloth, and Razer has cleaning and maintenance instructions on their website. It has a symmetrical shape that defines the Viper lineup, with a bit of an hourglass figure for better grip along the sides. While we don't have them on the mouse currently, there's included grip tape you can put on the sides and mouse buttons to reduce any slipperiness from the metal body. Due to its small size and low back hump, it's best suited for fingertip grip and feels most comfortable if you have small or medium-sized hands. While you can use it with a claw or palm grip, the exoskeleton-style shell makes palm contact feel a bit unpleasant. This mouse comes with 2 side buttons on the left, a CPI button on the bottom, and high-grade PTFE feet. As a bonus, this mouse comes with Corning glass feet for an extremely slick gliding experience. Some folks might find these feet too speedy, so you can keep the PTFE feet, and if they wear down, you can use the replacement feet, also included. Now, how does this gaming masterpiece perform? At a $280 price point, you'd hope it'd be top of the line. And it is. Under the hood, this tiny beast uses the same proprietary Focus Pro 30K optical sensor found in other Razer flagship models, like the Viper V2 Pro and DeathAdder V3 Pro. But when combined with the new 8 kHz wireless polling rate, this mouse blows the other two out of the water. As we mentioned in the intro, this is the first implementation of an 8 kHz polling rate over a wireless connection. Normally, higher polling rates have diminishing returns, but when the mouse is already excellent, the higher polling rate pushes it to exceptional territory. We've been saying this a lot. Polling rate, polling rate. But what does it mean? For the uninitiated, a polling rate is the number of times a second your mouse sends information to your PC. A standard rate is 1000 Hz, meaning the mouse reports its position to the computer every millisecond. At 8000 Hz, the mouse reports its position every fraction of a millisecond. Think about it this way. 1000 Hz is like taking a photo of your phone every second, whereas 8000 Hz is just switching it to video mode. It means the clicks are registered more consistently, so you don't get any surprise outliers with randomly high latency. Higher polling rates are more beneficial for sensor performance and CPI tracking since the mouse sends information on its position more continuously. The mouse tracks extremely accurately, so your physical movements perfectly translate to the cursor on screen. The remarkable sensor latency performance results in an immersive and responsive gaming experience. And of course, the click latency is incredibly low, clocking in at an undetectable 2 milliseconds. It's the best raw performance we've tested so far. The buttons use Razer's Gen 3 optical switches, ready to last 90 million clicks. If there's one extremely minor downside, the clicks in the Signature Edition are a bit louder than those in the regular Vipers and Viper Mini. But this isn't a problem if you're a fan of crispy clicks. It comes with a special hyper-polling dongle, which you can't pair with any other mouse. It will only work with the Viper Signature Edition, and it's the only mouse that supports an 8 kHz wireless polling rate. The dongle plugs into an end of a long paracord-like cable, the same cable you'll use to charge. Using a standard 1000 Hz polling rate will give you about 60 hours of playtime, but this drops to 12 hours when you crank the polling rate to its maximum. Thankfully, it only takes about 90 minutes to get a full charge, and the cable is flexible and lightweight enough that you won't have to drag too much if you use it to play. And of course, as it is a Razer product, all the customization is done through Razer Synapse. They cut any RGB or additional right side buttons to keep this thing lightweight. The customization software is more for adjusting CPI levels and assigning a hypershift button if you want to program additional layers of inputs. Though we wouldn't be doing our duty if we didn't acknowledge the well-known fact that Synapse is likely the biggest downside to this mouse in general. Synapse can use a lot of system resources just to run, and its random updates are temperamental. So that leads us to our main question: should you buy this mouse? The short answer is no. I mean, you don't have to listen to us. If you want it, it's worth the money, and the extras in the box are a nice touch. But at this price point, it's more of a collector's item than an endgame daily driver. Plus, it's only released in drops, making it a bit difficult to get your hands on unless you're willing to pay even more for a unit from a third-party seller. For most folks, we recommend the Razer Viper V2 Pro. It uses the same sensor found in the Signature Edition and offers a similarly high gaming performance for nearly half the price and double the availability. Sure, the V2 Pro might be a bit heftier since it isn't made of a magnesium exoskeleton, but a 10-gram difference isn't going to impact your game that much. Of course, with the lack of mini in the name, it's worth a mention that the Viper V2 Pro is a bit bigger than the Signature Edition, which again, shouldn't impact your experience too much unless you're looking for an itty-bitty mouse. It's also worth a note that the Viper V2 Pro doesn't include all the fun extras that come with the Signature Edition. So no, you won't get a hyper-pulling dongle or glass gates. You'll have to purchase those separately. Well, that's our review of the Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition. To learn more, check out our written review on our website. The link is in the description below. Until next time, I'm Matt from RTINGS.com, where we help you find the best product for your needs.
All right.
Is that the box? Whoa! Holy smokes.
Are we happy? Bet. Are we happy?
Oh, we happy.